Justin Fields is one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and he's led Ohio State to the college football playoffs. But where did this guy come from? And today, I'm just here to explain to y'all his story. So what's good, y'all? It's Matt LBG. The LBG stands for Let's Be Great. And we are back with another story video. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, leave a like for more, and without further ado, let's get into the video, man. Justin Fields has led Ohio State to an undefeated season so far. Not only that, but he was a Heisman finalist as well. And things are looking great for this guy. But things haven't always looked so great for Justin Fields. And to get to the bottom of that, we gotta throw it all the way back to where things started. When Justin Fields was in high school, he was regarded as one of the top players in all of the country. But one thing that's kind of odd is that Fields was actually relatively unknown before he emerged as the nation's #2 overall prospect in the summer of 2017. With that being said, that does not mean he wasn't getting college offers and looks. He was still getting those. He just wasn't regarded as one of the best players at the time. Well, at least according to rankings. I feel like most people watching this video already know this, but if you don't, Justin Fields actually committed to Penn State and it looked like he was going to go there. And the reason behind that is that he went to a camp for Penn State and he really liked it and they offered him that day. But after being committed for about 5 months, that's when Georgia came into the picture. And when he was heading into his junior season, he still wasn't getting all of those offers quite yet. But things changed very fast. Fields emerged as one of the top players in the country. With being 6'2" and weighing 215 pounds, he threw for over 2,000 yards and 18 touchdowns. And oh yeah, he was also completing 69% of those passes. His high school was a run-pass option type of offense, so he also ran for nearly 1,000 yards and 14 touchdowns. And his high school coach even goes on to say, "I knew he was going to blow up." So when January and February came around, Texas, Oregon, Alabama, and Florida offered Justin Fields. And shortly after that, almost every school in the Southeast offered this kid. And around that same time, that's when he dropped his commitment from Penn State. So with that being said, there was a lot of schools in pursuit of this kid. Ultimately though, he did wind up committing to the Bulldogs in October of 2017. And with Fields being the #2 overall recruit, it looked like he was going to play and start right away. But there's a guy known as Jake Fromm, and he had other ideas. Fields just really never got a legitimate shot at Georgia, and it's sad to see. Jake Fromm has been a pretty solid quarterback for Georgia, but I just don't think he's what Fields is. And for the Georgia coaching staff and Kirby Smart, they just really never gave Justin Fields an opportunity to show what he could do. In all fair honesty to Jake Fromm, he really didn't do anything to lose the job, so he did his part. But Justin Fields is way too good of a talent to be sitting on the bench, and he even knows that. So with that being said, he decided to enter the transfer portal, and this is where things started looking great for this guy. In Justin Fields' very short career at Georgia, he put up pretty solid numbers for the action he got. He was 27 of 39 on throws, and he threw for 328 yards with 4 touchdowns. He's a dual threat quarterback, so he also added 256 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns on the ground as well. But everyone knows this kid's way too valuable to have on the bench. Once he entered the transfer portal, he decided to go to no other than the Ohio State. And he was granted eligibility immediately. And quite frankly, the rest is history. He couldn't picture or imagine a better season than he's having right now. Currently right now when I'm making this video, he's in the college football playoffs, so he can add to these numbers if he'd like to. Right now he has nearly 3,000 passing yards and 40 touchdowns in just 1 year. And oh yeah, one stat that is very impressive is that he only has 1 interception on the whole year. 40 touchdowns, 1 interception. That's pretty solid. He's also putting up these numbers at a very efficient rate. He's completing about 68% of his passes, so that's pretty solid for college. And like I said before, he really likes to use his legs. He's got almost 500 rushing yards as well. Oh yeah, and also add 10 touchdowns on the ground for this kid. He can do it all. But one thing that really sticks out is how calm and composed he is during each and every situation, during every game. He's only a sophomore, and it's his first year at Ohio State, but he looks like a leader already. This is just one guy that you love to have on your team. And with being 6'3" and 220 pounds, he's looking like a top NFL prospect when he can come out. But hey, that's way too far to think about right now because he's got some other games to think about. This is honestly just one of my favorite stories I've covered and I've done so far. He went from not getting too many offers in high school to being one of the top 2 players in high school to sitting the bench in college, to making the Heisman finalist. That's crazy. And honestly, I just can't wait to see what's next for this guy because I only think he has greatness in store for him. If I was you though, I wouldn't sleep on Justin Fields. He's coming. But hey man, with all this being said, that's about gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If you are new to my channel, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button and leave a like for more. Let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.